Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals and welcome back to my channel and to a memory monthly plan with me. I've not done one of these in a few months, but I thought I would share August with me, partly because I've been changing how I've been doing them. So I'm using holly foil, so this is the large months in Hermione from my shop, and this is an oops version. Obviously look at all that scratched foil. I'm using this kit from Plannerface. I do PR for Plannerface, so I get a discount for promoting her stuff. This is the kit. The monthly kit has had a bit of a reformat. Essentially everything is the same except the icons are a little bit bigger, and these don't have build you on, and these don't have the this on cake, and the payday and day off flags have gone. So I really like the new reformat. It's only one monthly kit in it. I have a load of layering icons from various shops there. I've got my stickers pulled out in my Plannerface reusable sticker album. And then what I've changed up about this is partly I use some florals. So I've got the turquoise and the pink. The turquoise is probably, like, some of the blues are a little bit dark, so I'll probably try and stick with the lighter ones, but the pink works really well with this kit. But that's those there, again from Plannerface. So first up, we'll get the base down, which is just the sidebar and stuff. It doesn't take very long in a monthly kit, and I tend to just pop a glitter at the top or bottom just to make sure the sidebar looks beautiful. And I think this is Bloomsicle art, and Bloomsicle haven't like released anything in absolutely forever when she released this art. Like, I think the last kit I remember using with Bloomsicle art was like that honey one. It was a honey one. I don't know how else to describe it other than that. But yeah, it was absolutely gorgeous. So I'm excited to have some Bloomsicle art back in my planner. Feels like a very long time since I had any. I don't know why I started with that box there, because I'm struggling. Let's turn this around and try that again, because I like to, when I'm putting down these day cover-ups for days that aren't in the month, I do like to shove them right against one another, because Anna's boxes are obviously perfectly, my planner's perfectly sized for Anna's boxes slash standard vertical planner boxes, but obviously a lot of them are sized for SPC monthlies, which are different from the Plannerface ones. Oh, August started on 1st, that's nice. So there's just this last day to do. And I think this might be a bit of a longer memory monthly plan with me because of how I do this now. Now I need to decide, is this dark enough to cover up that August? It probably is, but I'm just going to Tipp-Ex out the middle bit, I think. Not loads of it, just a little bit. This is pretty much the only Tipp-Exing I've ever do in this planner. So the bit that's not going to be under this palm tree, essentially, or over this. So it's not much, it's just a little bit in the middle. What the frick have I... Oh, did I finish the roll? I was really confused for a minute there. Finished my Tipp-Ex mouse. So I'm moving on to a Tombow one, which I much prefer the Tombow ones. I think they're way better. I'm just going to do a little bit more of that. That should do it nicely. I've already cut off the Sunday Start strip. And I will pop down the Monday Start strip. Like, you can vaguely see the A there, so I'm glad I did that Tipp-Exing out. Like, only if you're really looking for it. But that is why things are in grayscale as a general rule. Because it just allows for less Tipp-Exing out. And last month, in July, I didn't share it. I'll show you. This is how this will end up. I put that not in the centre. Sorry. The foil doesn't show very, like, gold foil doesn't show very well. I have my lighting now there. But I don't love it. I should have put it in the centre, but oh well. It's fine. Oh, I haven't pulled out my washies. That's what I've not done. I need those. So that's that down, and then we need the other Monday Start strip, which is here and goes down like that. Beautiful. So let's put our month down. So we are August. I was like, what month is this? So how I put these months down is I grab it off and then I use the tweezers and I try and line the middle of the word up with the divide between Tuesday and Wednesday and make sure it's as straight as possible, and then just pop it down like that. So we need the washies that I'm going to use with this kit, which are these ones here. Give me a second, I'll grab them. So these are the 5 washies I'm using. These 4 are from Simply Gilded, and this one is X Colourful & Co. Will be coming to Tilly Journals at some point. So, right, we just get straight on with it now at this point. So let's get straight into the first of the month. So I'm going to zoom in quite a lot because I do like a day at a time, but I go all the way across. So anyway, I'll zoom in now. Actually, what I do before, in how I plan now, is I pop down all of the decorative boxes at this point. So I look at my little list and see if there's any days that haven't got anything in, and ones around it that have only got like one thing or something. So the 30th doesn't have anything, and the 29th just has one thing. So I'm just going to vaguely plonk that. The problem is, I'm not going to use that box, that's what I'm going to do. I will use this one so that where the date dot's going to be doesn't cover up that. So then the 19th, 20th, there isn't really anything. And the 22nd, there isn't anything, so that could have actually been, I don't know, we'll come back to it in a sec. 17th, there isn't anything, and the 18th only has one thing, so we'll pop that there. And as you can see, I don't generally go for directly in a box. I tend to pop them just vaguely somewhere near the boxes. 4th and 5th don't have anything, but they are actually separate days. The 3rd has 2 things, and the 11th has one thing, two things. So what did I say? The 4th doesn't have anything, so that can just go like that. 6th has quite a lot, but the 5th doesn't have anything. The 12th was my cousin's wedding, so I might just like mirror it. Is there a double box scene in this? No, I kind of want to put another one here, but I don't want these two next to each other, so I'll come back to that. And what did I say? 19th, 20th doesn't have much, and the 26th doesn't have anything, so we'll go there. And the 21st only has one thing. So we're going to pop another box here, and then we'll use this last one. As I said before, I kind of wanted to mirror that there. Is there what's on the 6th? There's lots on the 6th, that's why. Maybe we'll put it like... Wait, do I have anything on the 5th? No, there's nothing on the 5th, so I might just pull it up like there. Something like that. That'll do. I don't love that. It's not straight partly. And I don't love that it's like right up against the top. So I'm just going to pull it down a tiny bit against the top, and it won't matter if it's not perfectly straight either. Like that. Okay, so that's the first thing I do, is I put in the 4 boxes. I do sort of vaguely plan where they're going to go, but not like super in detail. I just look at where there is gaps. Okay, so now we're going to zoom in and look at the first of the month. Okay, so the first of the month, the only thing I want to mark in is the winners of Love Island. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the final, but Davide and Akinsu won, and they're who I wanted to win, so that's just going to go in there. And then the 2nd was my last day at Scarborough. I started in York the following day, which is where I currently work. I'm working. So I think what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to put in a flag and just put my dino there. And then we've got this little bit of space to play with. So how I fill up space nowadays is a bit variable, so I think I'm going to start with this strip of washi, which we're going to just blonk on there, and I think we're going to take it right off the page to the edge like that, and preferably cut that a bit straighter. That was not a good cut. And then grab a thinner washi tape. I don't really want to use this because it's again more orange, but it's going to have to do. So pop that in there, rip that off there maybe, and pop in a 5mm as well. And just because that is an awful lot of washi, we're gonna pop in a floral on top of it. And it's quite a big area. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these generalised floral things, like groups, and cut it in half, and then use that. It's going to start at the bottom of this washi tape just to cover up some of that there, and we'll take the other half and pop it coming in from there, that side. And I've gone with the blue there rather than the pink because there is a bit of pink in that bit anyway. So that's there. So on to the third. The third, I have 2 things to mark. So I want to mark in that it is my first day in York. So I'm going to pop at the bottom. And I also want to mark in that I enjoy medicine a lot more than I did, or I felt like I was enjoying medicine a lot more than I did ITU. So I'm going to do a bit of layering here. So I've got a foiled hexagon and a floral there, and I think I'm going to use this icon. It's just going to go like that, and that's just going to go in there, and then the character sticker on the box is just going to go in there. I kind of wish I'd done those the other way around so that there wasn't like 2 white spacey bits next to each other, but am I going to fix it? It looks like I am because I am peeling things up. The problem with that being that some of this head is going to be covered by the 3rd of the month, so what I might do is cut off a little bit of this end. Try and cut it straight, but it almost certainly will not be. I don't know why I did it with scissors. What I'll do is I'll pop it down where I want it vaguely, and then cut off the straight edge with a ruler because that makes way more sense. So then we'll just cut down, sorry I'm off camera, cut down here, get rid of that extra bit. And now I'm going to pop in my date dots for these first few days, actually, yeah, because there's nothing on the 4th, so we do just need to fill up this space as well. So I think I'm going to grab this bit of washi here and just pop that in there. There's also a bit of space here which I am not in love with, so I'm going to grab maybe the 5mm washi and just run that down the edge of this box. I'm going to rip that one there. Then we're going to do a second piece next to it, trying to overlap ever so slightly, and make that one a bit longer. Didn't mean to make it that long, but we can always correct that later if we don't like how long it is later. I still don't think this is down straight, so what I'm going to do is just peel it back up and try and pop it along there, and that's better. So now we're going to pop in the date dots for those few days. I do tend to do this as I go along now just because it allows me to see how the day is looking in total. And I don't know why I've turned it that way. I prefer it turned this way. So I just turn it on its side because I pick up my flag date dots with my tweezers just to pop them down. This is why I think this video is going to be a bit longer than my previous Memory Monthly Plan with Me's, because I am talking through popping down the date dots because I do it as I go along, so it just makes more sense to do it like that. So that is how the first few days are looking. I'm kind of in love with how it looks, to be honest with you. I think it's really cute and nice and foiled. So we're going to turn over and look at the next few days. I've put that right over the 5th, so I'm hoping there's nothing over the 5th. That's normally how I do these things. So then the 6th, I've got lots to mark, but I don't like that bit of white space on the 5th, so I'm just going to pull in. I don't want quite that thicker washi, so I'm going to have to use the 5mm just to go across the top of there. We'll stop it there. Cute. And we'll pop the 5th date dot in as well. I've only ever actually done these spreads on my own because, as I said, I've changed how I've done it. So I don't know how long this takes me, because when I plan on my own, I tend to plan in front of the TV. So I'm like doing something else at the same time, and I get distracted by my TV program and stuff. So the 6th is the day we celebrated my husband's birthday. His birthday is actually on the 8th, but we celebrated it on this day. So I'm going to use a big box to mark that. We actually went shopping. Which I know. So I'm actually going to use this pink little thing here, and again I am actually just going to cut it off a little bit along so it doesn't overlap my date dot. So just like that. I haven't cut it very straight. So I actually think I'm going to make that the celebrating. So I'll put the balloons up like that, and I've just got a celebrate script as well. And then the other thing I want to mark is that, what are my words? We went to the pub, and oh, there's like no white space here at all. I'm not obsessed with that, but it'll have to do. So if we're going to the pub, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this box down ever so slightly. Sorry, the 13th, you're getting a bit replaced. I'm going to cut this flag with some white space around it and just take it slightly into the 7th. Not that much though. Does it need to? No, it doesn't. So we're going to pop that back down. And then in the big box, we're actually going to mark that we went shopping. This wasn't an accurate representation of us, but that is normally how we look when we go shopping together. On the 7th, I was having a really bad brain day, but we also bought a label maker and it arrived on this day. So I think I'm going to pop the label maker in at the bottom. And then I think I use some sort of form of floral for the rough day. I think I'll put it in a pink one, and I'm going to grab one of these ones that are cut off at the bottom. It's just going to come in slightly from the top. And then for the rubbish day, I actually have a shitty day script. So the shitty day script is going to go in there with the feeling fragile little munchkin there. And then for the new label maker, I've just got a little pen pot. And there's a bit of white space here, but I'm actually happy with that bit of white space, so it's fine. So then we've just got the next 2 date dots to pop in. And yeah, I could do the date dots all at the end still, to be fair, but I just like to check before I move on from the day that it doesn't cover up anything I'm too bothered about. Like, both of those stickers are partly covered up by the date dot, but I think it looks fine. So actually, I think this one will look better if the balloons are on top of the date dot. And this is why I do this now, because if I'd left this for longer, I wouldn't be able to have peeled up that balloon sticker and stick it back down, whereas I think that looks better with the it being slightly overlaid. What I may also do, but I think it's alright, I think that tiny bit of white space is okay. So that's those few days. So again, I go day by day for this, I just find it easier when I do this style. But yeah. Okay, so the 8th is my husband's actual birthday. So for his birthday, I'm going to use a flag, and I've just got a little, oh no, I ripped my sticker I'm going to use, I'll have to grab another one up, and I've just got a little crafty rat couple there, and then I've got Socian and birthday scripts. So that is the birthday, but it's the Socian script. I ripped half the N off. It's actually with Socian, I'll cut off the with, but I ripped off the half the N, so that's going to go in the bin. And the other thing on the 8th is that I got into the PBC sale, which is a week today, if you're watching this on the day it came out. On that note, I actually have some new releases ahead of PBC sale in my shop today. So this is the day I found out I got into it. I couldn't announce it until the 1st of August. So, 1st of September. So it felt like absolutely ages. I was keeping in that I've got into the PBC sale because I wasn't allowed to tell anybody, because that's the PBC sale rules, obviously. Like, the only people that knew is Ellie Beth Designs is in it, so I talked a little bit, not like much with Rachel because we have done a swap, and I talked a little bit with I can't think of her name, the owner of Paper Plans. She messaged me about a swap as well, so I spoke to those a little bit, and like other shop owners that are in it, but that's about it. Okay, so that's the 8th. On to the 9th. I can't read one of the words I wrote. Yeah, I can. On the 9th, I was having a really rough brain day. I don't know why it was such a bad brain day, but it was. It happens. So that happened, and kind of as a result of that, I don't know why I've not gotten in my feelings script, to be fair. I'll probably grab one out. And as a result of me being a grumpy bitch, basically, me and Soch had a little bicker. Completely my fault. I was being a grumpy bitch. It's fine. I accept this. I don't actually remember what the bickering was about at all, which shows how little it actually meant to me. I don't know what to use here. I think what I'm going to do... Oh, I could use a floral. That might be the way forward. Let's do that. Let's grab a pink floral. Yeah, that looks cute. And a foiled functional. Let's go with a paint splatter. Like that. Makes it look a lot more glamorous than it actually was there. And I need an In My Feelings script, I said, didn't I? Or some sort of sadness sticker. So we'll go with In My Feelings, I think. Or do I have actually? Hang on. I'm tempted to use one of these. And I'm just going to use this In My Feels, and that's from Scribble Prints Co. You can actually now use Tilly 10 to save 10% at Scribble Prints Co. as well as of the 1st of September, which is really exciting. I'll have talked about it more on Monday, but yeah, that's a Scribble Prints Co. sticker. So that's for that day. Okay, then, oh man, I haven't put in washi to mark up that we went away. Anyway, we'll deal with that in a sec. On the 9th, I tried on a load of dresses for my cousin's wedding, and none of them looked good, and none of them fitted, and I was just feeling a bit crap about myself, to be honest. So that's what we're going to mark in here. And this is a time where I'm actually going to pop in my date dot before I put in anything else. So let's do the next couple of days of date dots. So we'll do the 9th there and the 10th. So I was trying on dresses for my cousin's wedding. That's why that prompted me to remember that I hadn't put in the washi for going away for my cousin's wedding. So that's there. And then the actual dress trying on sticker is here. But as with a lot of older Stick with a Plan coat stickers, that's a bit big for my liking. So I'm just going to cut her legs off and pop it like that. And yes, I know I've cut her a bit wonky. That was intentional. So then we've got this space here. And we haven't used this washi much here. I don't want to use, yeah, I think we're just going to pop a strip of that washi in there. That's fine. Right. So the 11th is when we set off for my cousin's wedding. So we were away from the 11th till the 13th, which was the Saturday. So I'm actually going to turn over. I think I'm going to put the strip of washi to mark it like relatively near the top of the day. So we've got that there. Then just cut that off. Let's actually use the blade of my craft knife. Cute. And that does mean this is going to come over this full box, but that's kind of fine by me. And because this is the day I set off, I like to start it, the thing right there. So that's in. So that's to mark the time we were away, which is what I'm actually marking on this day, which is partly why I wanted to get that sorted. So I've just got a flag here, and I'm going to put a little packing Fox and Cactus Girl there for marking it being away. And then we also went to see Beauty and the Beast this day. So for that, I would like to use a big box, I think. So that's going to go there. Yep, perfect. And I am actually going to also use a floral just to make it a bit prettier. And then I've got a little chip cup to mark going to see Beauty and the Beast. So we got the train down to London after work and then went to see Beauty and the Beast. Actually, I went with my mum and my sister and my brother-in-law. I didn't go with my husband. My mum got the tickets for her birthday. My sister bought them, so that's why it was those people that went. That's the 11th dine. Okay. On to the 12th. The 12th was actually my cousin's wedding day, and I don't know why I don't have a wedding script. So I am going to use, I think pink is one of her favourite colours. So I think I'm just going to use this big floral ring in the day, like that. I'm going to pop the little couple here, yes. Then I want a wedding script, which are in my anniversary section. So I just want a wedding. I don't know why I didn't have a wedding script, but I didn't. So I'll pop a wedding script there, and then we'll write Amy and Dan in the white space. And I think that is a great way to mark their wedding. Okay, on to the 13th. After their wedding, we had a family meal on this day, and well, no, it wasn't really just family, it was like family and lots of Amy's friends and stuff. So it was quite a big meal, big group of people at the meal. And then I also had some family time. We spent some time at the at a park in London. I kind of want to use a flag, I think. How does that look? Does that work? Yes, I think it does. And then we got the train home after the meal. The meal was actually ended up being quite stressful because my cousin was late. My cousin that got married, Amy, was late, and they wouldn't start taking people's orders. But there were like, I think there were like 50 or 70 people there. But they wouldn't start taking people's orders until Amy and Dan got there. So there's that. Anyway, on to the 14th. I actually had a super productive day this day, which was my first really productive day in ages, and I was absolutely buzzing about it, and I was feeling really positive and really great. And then my granny collapsed and went into hospital. And I don't want to go into it. I was vlogging this week, and basically the situation about how she collapsed and the story was absolutely terrifying to me as a medical professional, because I knew it didn't sound good. So I was just a bit freaked out and a bit scared and a bit worried, and I didn't really know how to deal with my feelings, and I felt horrible, and I was annoyed that like I'd been having quite a productive day and then it had just gone to shit. Like, I don't know, it was a really tricky day for a lot of reasons, but I had to just keep going and had to keep pushing through, even though that is not what I wanted to do. After I found out she'd gone into hospital, all I wanted to do was go and visit her, but I couldn't have done that anyway. So there's that. Anyway, that's what that's marking, is the long and the short of it. I've screwed up my date dots. They got married on the 12th. I've not put that down. Let's correct that while I realise. So that's that day. And then the 13th is the following day, which is here. And then this is the 14th. I was just thinking that I wanted to check I'd left that spacing right there, which I did. Cute. And then for her going into hospital, I'm going to use a flag, I think. I was going to use a floral, but it just seems like a bit of a like negative thing to put in a floral. So I know that's like quite a happy grandparent sticker, but it's what I had. And then we're going to pull in some washi at this side and just tear it off slightly onto there. I don't love that that washi is clearly not cut straight. So what I'm going to do is attempt to peel it up, shimmy it on along like barely anything, and then make that cut neat. Because it's annoying me that it isn't cut neatly. Will I then be able to get the little bit of washi off the sidebar? Who knows? Will it actually look any neater? Again, who knows? It doesn't. Might just start again. So just put that down there. Better. Okay, and then we will come in here. Because this is a bigger bit of washi, it'll cut better. There we go. Okay, happy now. So that's there. So now we'll turn over and go on to the 15th. So what was the 15th? 15th. My granny actually only ended up being in hospital overnight, which was a huge relief. So I think what I'm going to do is use floral for that, because it was very exciting that she came home quickly. So I think I'm going to pop, where is this washi? This washi. A strip of this washi along here and rip it off there. I'll do. And then this is going to overlay that a bit, like that. And then for Granny being home, we'll pop that there. That's cute. Okay. I actually want this washi the other way up now. No. So if we can peel it up, and the hard bit will be getting off the premium matte sticker. There we go. We're just going to turn that around. I don't really remember how much into the following day it was, but that'll do. Just covers up less of the shiny. So the 16th, I was making tons of plans for the shop, and I'm going to pop this up at the top, mostly so that I can fill in that rest of that gap with some washi. So let's go with a bit of this one. I don't really have any rhyme or reason to the washies I pick, where and when and how, or how much I use. I just go with it. It's just what I feel like in the moment. So that's like that. And then do I have anything on the 17th? I don't think I do. No. But on the 18th, me and Soch went to do a pub quiz. So let's pull in. What I'm going to do here is cut in half another of these floral bits. These big floral decorations. This tends to be how I use these bigger ones. Not always, but it does tend to be how I use them. I'm going to pop that coming in from the edge of this decorative box. And then just put the little questioning munchkin there, and then we'll write in pub quiz. Okay, so we've got a little gap here, which I'm not in love with. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take another strip of this tape. I'm going to make it about that long. And I'm actually just going to rip it in half and down the middle. I'm not trying to do that neatly. I want it to be messy. I want it to be a bit of a mess. And I'm just going to pop that in, that gap up there. And then I'm going to pull in a floral. Let's go with a pink one. Just there. And now I'm happy with how that looks. Okay, so then we have this bit of a gap here, and what I'm going to do is just pull in another strip of washi. This time pull it down a little bit and just rip it off. I don't know where I ripped that off, because I kind of want it to overlap into this box, to over that washi. There. Cool. So let's pop in some date dots again. As you can tell, I probably could have put in the date dots all at the end, but I just like to know that it looks good and the day to be like completed once I move on from like that side of the page. I don't know, that's just how my brain works. Okay, I'm guesstimating where that needs to go in, and there are a couple of like whiter spaces, then I'd like this little area here being one of those, but I think I'm going to leave it for now and we'll see what the 25th looks like. Okay, so on to the 19th. I don't think I have anything on the 19th. Yep, no I don't. Okay, we'll fill in this space in a second, nor do I have anything on the 20th. The 21st, I want to mark that I was having a stressful day at work. I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to pop this cut down appointment label thing, pop my little munchkin up here, and then my stressed out script just along the bottom there. And we may pull that back up because we're going to probably pop a strip of washi here. We're going to use this one here. So we're definitely going to peel up that stressed out. So kind of regret putting that down, but it's fine. Can I peel? I don't want to take it like completely off the page. There we go. Because I liked the position of it. I'm going to take it right across to there. I'm going to use a little strip of this as well in that gap, and then we'll pop a floral in that white space there. Probably just this blue one can go in, and then down this edge here I think we'll just use some bows on their side, shimmy it right up against there. Nala is being a right loud baby today. Cut that off there. And we used blue floral over there, so we'll just use a pink floral there. Don't love that that's two pink florals right next to each other, but it's fine. But that is those few days, so date dot time. It would really help me if I didn't lose my tweezers constantly. So the 19th, 20th and 21st. I'm really looking forward to using the new Plannerface format because I'm going to have so many more box options, and whilst I use less boxes now, I would like there to be a better variety of boxes. Does that make sense? And again, like, this is why I want to do this now, because now I want to pull that up and cover up the flag with that. So that's there. So we're going to move quickly along to the 22nd, which doesn't have anything by the looks of it. Okay, well, we'll deal with that in a minute. The 23rd, again, I'm marking in I was stressed out, but I was actually stressed out about a specific situation this day, which I kind of want to work right about. So, I think what I'm going to do, right, this is an experiment because it's not something I've done before. I'm going to pop the box there and grab a floral. Let's go with this relatively big blue one, which we're going to put coming in from this washi and slightly to the right because, yeah. And then we're going to layer the stressed out over the floral, and then we're going to write why I was stressed out in the box. Not sure I love it, but it's okay. 24th, on the other hand, was apparently a great day. I was very productive, and I was feeling really positive at that day, so it's just like a tale of two halves there. So we just have an awesome day script for that. And a little happy munchkin, which we're just going to put in here. So I've got a happy dino from a happy unicorn from Fox and Cactus and an awesome day script. Then the 25th, I debated releasing new fonts in my shop, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to do. Like, I'm about 70% sure it's going to happen. So I think I'm going to mark that using the mix of a floral and a layering functional, so I'm going to layer those together like that with my pen, sort of my character sticker across the middle. She's just going to go in about there. Cute. And then we just have a load of space to fill. So, I think I'm going to pop in a strip of this washi here to like mirror this bit, kind of, and I think I'm going to cut that off at the edge of the page, like that. Then I'm going to grab the blue with the pink strip in to put a big strip along here, I think, and go right into there. Then I want my 10mm washi, which I can't currently see, mostly because I buried it. And the 10mm washi is just gonna sit. It's only actually this space I want to fill because that's gonna have writing in it. And then in the middle of that, we're gonna have the 5mm, so that it's not just bows on bows, which will go right across to over there. Cool. Then we just got the 22nd to fill a bit. I'm going to use a strip of the orange. I'm just going to use a bit of all of the washies, I think. That one can go in there. And I'm just going to like layer them a bit to try and make it like less obvious it's the same washies in quite close proximity. And then what we'll probably do is grab another floral. Just might make my little arrangements. I have that one there, and then have a pink leafy bit off the pink sheet, and a leaf. Ooh, that didn't go where I intended it to. And a leafy leaf there. There we go, that's better. So let's pop in our date dots for that little section. So the 22nd is there. Yeah. I was like, where is this space? 23rd is about there. And again, I don't mind that flag covering up that face particularly, but if I did, I could move it now. Whereas if I didn't put these flags in until right at the end, you wouldn't be able to. So there's that. It's the 25th in there. So yeah, that's looking good. So let's look at last weekend of the month. So I've got nothing to mark on the 26th. On the 27th we went to a food festival, and I also reorganised my stickers. So for the food festival I'm going to use this box, and for the reorganising my stickers I'm going to use a floral coming in from the bottom of that box. So for the organising stickers I've got this girl and an organised stickers script from Plannerface, trying to leave some of the floral showing, but not the best. And then for the food festival I've just got me and Soch Joy of Planning stickers to mark in there. That's cute. And then the 28th, this was a bad day, but not for any real, well, not for a real reason. Basically I spent the entire, and I mean the entire day, working on my business accounts, and eventually worked out that my mistake was basically I put two numbers the wrong way around. Bloody dyslexia. So there's that. And I'm actually going to move this box down to the bottom of the day and fill that space with washi, because then it's not, the washies aren't right next to each other. So I'm going to try not to use the orange washi, I think. I've got that there, and put the pink one cut off at the edge there, and coming in beautifully, and the bows can just go onto the dress a tiny bit there, and then I think I might just use 2 strips of the 5mm in that gap, maybe. So put one like there and the other there, and that's fine. And that is that half all done. So we've just got 3 more days and only 3 more things to mark, one not on the 30th. So on the, what date is this? 29th, I did a heck of a lot of design work. I think how I'm going to use this is I'm going to grab one of these strips from the kit and just use my Papershire box there, like that, and just pop a design in there. I quite like that actually. 30th I haven't got anything to mark, and then the 31st I got a ticket to the Plannerface event, which was super excited for, and I don't want to use that box because it's the same colour as the washi strip. She's pink, and I also want to mark in that my car passed its MOT. I was not really expecting it to be honest with you, so it was a big relief. So my car passing its MOT, I just have a car sticker, and for being excited about the Plannerface ticket, I've got that. So we've just got this little bit of space to fill, and I kind of want to use some florals to do it. But it's what floral I want to use. Probably just use this, but then I need a strip of washi down there as well. What washi ain't there much of anywhere. I think probably I'm gonna use this washi coming up from the bottom edge like that, and then just this floral, and I'm trying not to cover up too much there. Then I think that's it. I just need to put in those last few date dots. Where are my date dots? Oh, I didn't put in the other half date dots. We'll do that in a sec. 26, 27, 28. So this is 29, 30 and 31. So guesstimate on the 29th because I can't see where it should actually go. 30. So yeah, this is my new method of doing monthlies. I use about an entire Plannerface sheet of florals to do it. So I've used half of 2 sheets for this one. When there's only been one colour that matches, I use nearly an entire sheet of just one colour, but I've used 2 half sheets here instead, which I kind of prefer because then all the florals aren't the same colour, and it works quite well. So that is the whole spread. So let's just zoom out and have a little look how we are doing. I want a teeny bit more. There we go. So that is how we are looking before the pen. I just love how cluttered these look and just how creative it is, and it's just a lot more fun to plan like this. I don't know why. It's the same sort of thing, washi boxes, everything, everywhere. It's very similar a method, but it is just a lot more fun. So here is what is left in the kit. As you can see, I don't touch the bilges, so I'm glad, and all these flags, which I'm glad they are being swapped out. So there's that. Then here's what's left on the 2 floral sheets. I've used more of the pink one. I don't know whether some of the pink was already gone, but yeah. So I'm going to speed up quickly and write everything in. I am doing the same thing where I have a 0.5 and a 0.7, I think they are. I actually think this is 0.4, but anyway. I have a thin and a thicker tipped pen to write everything in. Just to try and change up my writing a bit and make it a bit more creative. So yeah, I'm really loving switching between what font I'm using is in terms of, by font I mean which variety of hand lettering. It's not really a font when it's your own lettering. Well, it is, but you know what I mean. But I'm loving switching up what font I'm using and stuff like that, just as a nice way to change up how the things look. I'm obsessed with how this came together. I think it's just a nice way to have your writing look a bit more interesting. Okay, so that is it for the Memory Monthly Plan with me. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this. Oh, it's just so pretty. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this different style of video. I probably won't do these every month. In fact, I know I'm not doing one for the rest of the year. I might do December's, but September's and October's are definitely not penciled in. But yeah, so that's how we are looking. I really, really like it. I think it's a really creative way to play with stickers. Thank you for watching. Comment, like down below if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!